Hi everybody! It's Vicky from Octopus Brainchild. I learned this a little while ago, and it's on YouTube, but I figured I'd make a video for my friends to see and stuff like that. This is how I roast my red peppers. I try to look for peppers that are square, like literally like as square as possible. And I literally just take the sticker off, I don't even wash mine, and I put it on the side that I think sits best, right over that. So I think that side's best. And I put it right on top of my grill, which is a big fat mess. And I put it on really high, because it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be sitting here for a while, because I'm actually waiting for the red pepper to burn. I know that sounds weird. I'm not burning the pepper itself, I'm just burning the skin of the pepper. That's it? Really? That's it. Sorry. I just gave my dog a better than dog treat made of peanut butter because I heard that rawhide was really bad for his stomach, and these were like rawhides made of peanut butter and all normal ingredients, and it took him 2 minutes to eat it, proving once again that while he's teething, I need to get rawhide. So I'm going to take a little bit of an angle here. You can actually see that I'm just literally roasting the pepper. Dude, they need to invent smell-o-vision, because if you could smell it, it's actually really cool. So, it's kind of going by. She's starting to get a little burn. It's going to take a lot longer than you probably want to watch on YouTube, so I will amuse you other ways. But, you want to get each side as black as possible. Like, you want it to burn. Be really careful when you're rotating it and moving it, because when you touch it with the tongs, it could flake off, and like little black flaky embers, as you'll probably see, will come off. Have this ready beforehand, or while this is cooking. A big, hefty bag. See the size? See, because I'm making 2. So I need it to fit these 2, because when you're done with that pepper, you're going to let it cool off for about a couple seconds. Play it by ear. Because you don't want it to burn the plastic, but you're going to put it in the bag and then close it up really quickly so that it actually steams itself. So this is starting to burn, see it catching fire, and I'm just going to rotate it a little bit. What? What does rotate mean? Benjamin wants to know what rotate means. Rotate means turn. My floor is the slipperiest place in the world. It's kind of boring, isn't it? I guess that's the whole point in cooking shows, and that's why they speed things up. You know, like you're watching a cooking show, and they're like, so you just do this, and then they take one out that's already been done. Fuck that shit. It takes a while. See? It's already been 3 minutes. But at least I'll know how long it really takes. So then, I'm going to keep very carefully rotating it, because now once it's burned like this, if I touch it, which I'm going to do on purpose. See, you can't hear that sound probably, but if I leave that, it'll start flaking off. You see the sparking. So I have to be really careful. Use the tongs. Use me, I'm the tongs. Hi, Orion. Bye, Orion. No. What's your problem? Jason just totally said you're supposed to take the metal grate off. No, the metal grate is what's keeping it right above this. If I did this right on top of that, it'd have a really gassy, weird smell and taste. I mean, I suppose you could do that, but I would not. So, the goal of this right now is to evenly black it completely. Roommate's cat! Must not say. Roommate's cat keeps coming through. So now let's see. I'm sure most of you are fast-forwarding through this. Please do. I wouldn't watch this if it was my video. If I was sitting there on YouTube, I'd be like, F that. See, now we're going to start, the stuff that's already burned is going to start lighting on fire. Please be careful. Take a step back. The embers do jump. See, this is really, I suppose there are better ways to do this, and I suppose if I had a barbecue and it wasn't winter, you could do that, but this is how I do this shit. You could do both at once, and I could put this on one of the other burners, but I like to really focus on one because it's kind of dangerous at some point. See, now here's, I don't know if you see the embers. Yeah, I'm starting to. The more evenly you can cook it, the more skin will come off easily, and then the better your pepper will taste because it will be betterly roasted. So after I roast these peppers and throw them in a bag, I'm then going to slosh the skin off, and I'm going to cut them, and I'm going to cut them up, and I'm going to put them in with some meat and such. But I'm going to do this in installment videos because it won't take a really long time on YouTube. I don't know how long I have. So I want to get the bottom of it. See this like flying up? You see that? Yeah. Be careful with that. Just going to get the bottom of it. Here's the part I like. That looks like a pretty burned pepper. It's pretty evenly burned. Be very careful. You get play with fire, you get burned. It's my dog whining in the background because I put him away because I don't want him getting hurt. And he is a silly puppy. Okay, so this is officially, I don't know if you can see, pretty freaking black. Give the pepper, which I drop. It's hard to hold on to. See the juice is coming out of it. Give it a couple seconds. Drippy drip. Careful with dripping. Because if you put it in the bag right away, the plastic will melt. And yep, I think I gave it enough. Yeah. Don't want it to, no. And see that that's the juice and that's steaming. You see? It's fogging up like that. It's going to steam. So I'm going to turn the video off while I do the second pepper, and then I'll turn it back on to show you how I cut it up and throw it in with my meat. I said my meat. You guys laughing at the word meat? Stay tuned for part 2. I'm cooking dinner.